Good afternoon, everyone. We are back again. I think due to some technical glitch, we were not able to connect with Tina. Let's try our luck again. Well, meanwhile, let me tell you something about her journey. She has worked with MNCs and various big travel companies. She has been associated with MNCs like Interglobe and American Express. She has also been associated with companies like HRG Sita, Sebre Holdings, and Onkar Limited. So, before joining Franklin, she has worked with multiple big companies. Recently, we have also posted a reel about her journey. So, if you guys haven't watched it yet, please do check it out. We are just waiting for her to join. Hi Tina, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for that.
I think there were, a lot of technical glitches, but yes, finally you are here.
Yes, finally. Yeah,
So, are you excited for the show?
absolutely. Looking forward for that.
So, let's start with our first question. Okay, so Tina, I was just telling our viewers about your journey. Okay,
Okay.
so here I'm really, keen to know like what motivated you to join the travel industry? Was it your dream to join this industry?
Mhm. Well, to answer this question, I would like to take you back to the time when I started planning my career. So usually people they start planning their career after what 10 plus 2 or at the most after graduation. But in my case, I started planning my career after my marriage, rather after my first baby. So till this point in time, I was not even sure that I want to really be a working woman. So then I just started seeing around, and my friends, my cousins, they either started planning their career, or few of them even started working with a good organization. So that gave me the realization, yes, I also need to do something different in my life, and I also need to build my career. I do not want just to be a like homemaker. So that is how I started exploring my interest and then career options accordingly. And finally, after having a discussion with so many people around me, finally I thought of turning my passion for travel into my career. And this is how I started with my journey into this travel industry.
I must
Yeah.
say, Tina, your journey is very unique and inspiring. And
Thank you so
I think it's never too late to start your career, and that too a brilliant
much.
one.
Absolutely, I completely agree.
So, as you were telling me, you started your journey. Okay, so did you do any certification for joining this industry or any course?
um, Of course, yes. So that was a planned move because I believe it has to be in an organized manner. So
Right.
after I explored my interest to be part of this travel industry, I got to interact with so many people from this industry itself. So I spoke to travel experts, And then because I really wanted to know much more about travel and tourism before getting into this industry. So what they all suggested me is to go for ITA certification. So I hope people who are already part of travel and tourism, they know that what is the importance of ITA certification. So that
Right.
is how I did my ITA certification. I completed my first level. After completing first level, then I did my consultant course in ITA. And after completing my consultant course, finally I joined this industry.
Oh, that's very nice. So, where was your first job and what was your role like?
All right. So my first job in travel industry was with Interglobe Technologies, which is commonly known by the name IGT. So I got to work in one of their finest processes, United Airline Rail. So it was B2B process, and we used to get calls from the travel agents worldwide related to fare inquiries. So during earlier days, we never used to have so developed reservation systems, I would say. Technically, that was not that developed. So we used to do the manual calculation for the fares, for the air booking, and also the manual recalculation for the tickets to be exchanged. So that profile has been really learning profile for me because I got to learn so much related to the fare calculation processes.
Okay, so since manual calculation was involved, so by the way, how good were you in maths? I really wanted to know that.
So to be honest, so I was not champion in maths, but yes, so during my ITA certification, definitely I got a chance to learn so much related to fare calculation. So that gave me confidence in fare calculation processes. So this is how I dealt with that situation. And to be honest, only the experts of travel industry, they know insight about this fare calculation processes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I think it's good. You were a champion in maths. Actually,
Uh,
it's good. Practical knowledge.
yeah, thank you so much for saying that. All right.
Okay, so Tina, since you have worked with MNCs as well as the travel companies, so how was your experience different in both the verticals?
Well, I enjoyed both working with MNCs as well as travel agencies. However, the difference which I could make is with MNC, it is like little different as compared to travel agency. In MNC, the working atmosphere which they provide for their employees is much more organized. And as far as opportunities are concerned, then in MNCs, the opportunities of the growth in your professional career is quite high in comparison to travel agency. So that is what I can make out.
Okay. By the way, where did you enjoy the most?
Okay, interesting question. So, of course, my current profile in Franklin as a trainer, I'm enjoying that the most because it is such an intellectual profile where I get to interact with so many lovely students with different personalities, and I love to bestow my knowledge with them, and equally, I love to listen to them. And apart from that, I also enjoyed my role as a software engineer in Sabre Holdings. So that is one of the IT companies. So working in that organization gave me further insight about IT industry. So usually people, they don't even know that being part of this travel industry, still you have got opportunity to be part of IT industry. So that was something new to learn, and also that was quite a challenging profile which I really enjoyed apart from being a trainer in Franklin.
Well, I guess every job is different and teaches you
Absolutely.
something valuable. And
Absolutely. In every profile, you get to learn something new.
yeah, and when you're working in Franklin, I'm
Uh-huh.
very sure you're now, sharing your experiences with the students, and they would be very, feeling great to have a mentor like you.
Absolutely. I actually love sharing my experiences so that they can also grow in their life and they can make the best utilization of my experience. If that can help them out in growing further in their life, nothing like that.
So, right. So,
Yeah.
since you have been in this industry for so long and you have
Mhm.
also worked, on different roles, so
Mhm.
apart from these, what are the other career opportunities in this industry?
All right. So most of us we think that travel and tourism is only about reservation and ticketing, but we have got so many other profiles which can be applied for. So if I talk about my own journey, so I have worked as a fair analyst. I've also worked as a quality analyst. I have been a corporate travel consultant. And apart from that, if you have got that passion towards travel and you love to interact with people, then of course you can also be a tour escort. So these are few of the profiles which are still not known to the people. So I think is lot to do in travel industry which people they are still not aware of.
Right. Thanks, Tina, actually, for breaking the myth. Because
Yeah.
I think most of us think that travel is only about, reservation and ticketing. But since you've
Absolutely.
shared the multiple opportunities in this industry, I think our students are definitely keeping a note of it, and other aspirants as well.
Exactly.
So, Tina, now since you're working as a trainer and you were telling me before as well, so how did this switch happen? Like MNC to travel company and now as a trainer? Because it's a very different role. Earlier, you were working for someone and you were in complete different profile, but now you are a teacher. You are teaching the students. You are sharing your experiences. So, how different this role is?
Indeed, that is different. And to be honest, when I was being assigned my first batch in Franklin, I got little anxious, thinking that would I be able to share best of my knowledge with my students, or I wondered that how it is going to be deal with young minds, because so far I was dealing only with the professionals from corporate world. But trust me, that was matter of just a day, and very next day my students and also the working atmosphere of Franklin made me so comfortable, and I gradually started falling in love with my job.
Okay, great. Now you are actually carving a path for the students. That's really good by sharing your valuable experience with them. And
True.
as you're such a, cheerful person, I'm sure your student loves you.
I hope so.
So, Tina, you've worked in this industry for more than 10 years now. I'm
Uh-huh.
sure you must have enjoyed multiple perks. So, what about the perks and benefits in this industry? Would you like to share with us?
Sure, why not? So yes, definitely. There are so many perks and facilities which we enjoy being part of this industry. And apart from, of course, pack of goodies and chocolates. So yes, you also get to enjoy discounted air tickets. And at the same time, you also get complimentary hotel stays. And few at times, even companies they sponsor the entire tour package, incentive-based tour package for their employees. So the list is quite long here. Yeah.
Okay. Great. You have enjoyed multiple perks. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So, well, apart from perks, I'm sure in this industry as well, there might be multiple challenges, multiple difficulties.
Right.
So, did you face any such situation or did you face any angry customer?
Not only once, I would say multiple times, because in this service industry, of course, you cannot expect nice customers always. So many a times it is going to happen, even for my students, I have to say that they'll have to face very fussy customers and very irritated customers. But what makes you survive in this industry is your patience level. So I remember this one case. So I got call from a corporate traveler. So when I was associated with one of the travel agencies, so he was supposed to attend a business meeting, very important business meeting, and unfortunately he missed his flight. So he was standing at the airport and was so anxious because at the airport no one was there to help him out. So he gave us a call expecting the timely help. So and started yelling like anything. So I was little surprised that why is he yelling at me? But yes, of course, we are used to these kind of customers being part of service industry. So I kept myself calm and I listened to him carefully. And after listening to his complaint, I ensured him that yes, definitely he would not miss his meeting, and we are going to definitely help him out and make the alternate arrangements. And so we did that. So I just got the ticket issued for him in a very next flight on an urgent basis. And finally, he was able to just make up for his meeting. And after completing his meeting, he gave us a call. And even he apologized for his rude behavior, and was really grateful to us for providing a timely help to him. So there are so many such incidents which I have came across during my tenure.
Okay, I think it's good to know you have handled the situation, the difficult customer actually, with utmost care. And
Absolutely
good and bad experiences are part and parcel of every job.
true.
Sometimes, angry customers or annoyed customers are there, but at the
Uh-huh.
most, the happy and good ones are as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, Tina, in your opinion, since you have been sharing your challenges as well with us, so what matters the most in this job?
Okay, so I think there are so many things which people have to keep into mind, because as I mentioned earlier, being part of this service industry, the most important thing is like your communication skills. So in case you want to survive in this industry, then of course one must possess a very fine communication skills, because you have to deal with the customers and you have to communicate with your customers on a regular basis. And in case you are not able to convey the message appropriately to your customers, then of course you are missing on something very important. And apart from that, of course you have to practice lot of patience, because as I have given you the example earlier, because many a times it is going to happen that you are going to come across very fussy customers, very irritated customers. So you have to practice patience in this kind of a situation to handle the situation effectively. And apart from that, of course, product knowledge. So if you're good at your product, so we have to basically convince our passengers or our customers to buy our product and services. So in case you're good at your product knowledge, then of course you will be able to handle your customers very effectively. You will be able to convince them to buy your products and services. And last but not the least, always carry that broad smile on your face. It's very contagious in nature. So I think that is going to, of course, pass on the confidence and the comfort level to your customers. Yes,
Yeah, I think these are a must-have in every industry, mainly service industry. And smile
absolutely.
do goes a long way.
True. Yeah.
So, well, Tina, we had a lot of, interesting conversations on your
Uh-huh.
experiences, on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about a bit of fun time?
Of
I
course.
think we can have a small game.
Okay.
What's it?
All right. So I'm sure that is going to be interesting.
Yeah, that is. So the game is rapid fire. Okay,
Okay.
I'll ask you a question. Simple
All
ones. Don't
right.
think it's not a difficult one. Okay, the simple ones. So you have to answer it very quickly.
Okay. So I'm sure that they are very like easy questions.
Yeah, yeah, those are actually. So
All
here,
right.
okay, here is my first question to you. So
Okay.
if a movie is based on your life, was made of your life, so
Mhm.
who do you think would play your role?
Okay, so that is tough choice. So I think Sushmita Sen, because she's a self-made woman who
Nice.
inspires so many, and apart from that, she has achieved so much into her life through her sincere efforts. So if I relate myself to her, then of course so am I. So I'm also a self-made woman. I also believe in hard work and giving my 100% towards the task which has been assigned to me. So I think yes.
Yeah, she's a role model, and I think she has
Yeah,
inspired millions of women.
I agree.
So, well, Tina, what's your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby, definitely exploring information about different destinations. So that is my hobby. Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting one.
Huh?
Okay, well, I think it's very difficult to annoy you. First of all, I think so. Okay, but still, I'm going to ask my next question to you. Okay,
Okay.
so what is the one thing that annoys you the most?
Annoys me the most. So I
Yeah.
think unorganized work, and my kids they really hate me for that. I want my work to be organized always.
You're a very disciplined person, right?
Kind of. Yes.
Okay, so what is something you wish you could be good at apart from this travel industry?
Okay, so personally, if you ask me, so I am that kind of a person who keeps on accumulating the memories. So whether that's a bad memory, good memory, so I wish if I could put a filter and I could delete all my past bad memories. So I'm not at all good at it, but I really wish I could do that.
I think erasing memories from brain is something everybody wishes, everybody wants to do
Absolutely
that, but it's very difficult
true.
to do.
Yes, it is indeed very difficult. Yeah.
So, Tina, how do you manage stress, by the way?
Okay, so managing stress is like just a small getaway, and apart from that, spending quality time with my loved ones, and moreover, practicing meditation also helps me a lot in relieving my stress.
I think these activities, definitely break the stress and
Absolutely
can hold your life, and it can be more, your life can be more happier and productive by doing such activities.
true.
So, well, Tina, I guess you have traveled to multiple cities during your journey, but any one city you wish to visit? Anyone?
To visit. So I have got so many in my bucket, which I really want to explore whenever I get opportunity. But yes, the one which is on top is Norway. So I love Norway for multiple reasons.
Little light.
First of all, it is considered as the happiest place on the earth. And apart from that, my dream is to watch Northern Lights of Norway. So that
Yeah.
really fascinates me, yes. So I am sure that you would also love that place. And apart from that,
Definitely.
the snow-covered mountains of Norway. So I really wish that I could go to Norway and I can explore further in this place.
Well, it is on my bucket list as well.
So we are going to go together.
Oh, hope so. My fingers are crossed.
Yeah.
So, Tina, okay, apart from this, what have you read most recently? Any book or
Uh,
any blog? What you have read?
okay. So like my things, they start with travel and end at travel only. So travel blogs, of course. So I love reading travel blogs such as Touropia, Almost Escape, etc. But very recently, I just want to share with you this thing. So I read about the Tosh village of Himachal Pradesh. So this village is unique in itself, though I would say that this village is not known to many of the people. Anyone who wants to have a peaceful getaway from the hustle and bustle of the city life, then of course that is the best option. And it is around like 2 hours of drive from Kasol. And one fact which amazed me a lot about this place is, though the people over here they are very friendly by nature, but they don't allow outsiders to enter inside their temples. So I was really curious to know what is the
Okay.
reason behind it. So I got
Yeah.
to know from one of the travel blogs itself that yes, they believe in keeping their traditions, keeping their rituals intact, and that is the reason they don't allow any outsider to just touch their cultural heritage. So that was something unique about this place, which I read very recently.
I think that's very interesting, and I think
Yes,
most of us might not be aware of it.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, Tina, here's my last question to you. Okay,
Okay.
so what does creativity mean to you?
Well, creativity to me means thinking out of the box, and also doing the same thing into different manner. So expressing yourself into different ways. And I'm not that good at art and craft, or I'm not a good painter. But what I think is that giving that touch of creativity and giving that touch of uniqueness to your daily task. So this is what creativity means to me.
Okay, that's amazing. So, with this, we are almost at the end of the show, and here's my
Okay.
final question to you. So, if you have to summarize your journey, so how was the wonderful life of Tina Nair? If you have to, summarize it.
Okay, so if I have to tell my entire journey shortly, so I would say the life has been amazing so far. But of course, I have faced lot many challenges, full of challenges. But these challenges only kept me motivated and move ahead towards accomplishment of my goal.
So true. I think, there are multiple obstacles on the road to success, but once you
Absolutely.
are there, you have achieved your goal, it's all fair.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So you have to be determined and you have to be focused. So that is what matters a lot.
So true. So I must say, Tina, like your journey was actually very insightful and a unique one, no doubt.
Thank
So
you
we
so
got
much.
to know lot about travel industry as well, and we really loved having you on the show. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed talking to you. I had a
Well,
great
thank you, Tina, and thank you everyone for watching the show. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. So, guys, this was the last episode of our series. We will be back with some more exciting live talk shows. Stay tuned to our channel. Goodbye. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Goodbye, Tina.
time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.